Yesterday's national championship parade and celebration brought people out in the thousands to cheer on the Vols, but we were out there.
Yes, we were.
It was a really, really hot day.
It was hot, that is for sure. And some in attendance, unfortunately, being sent to the hospital for heat-related illnesses, others being treated right there in Market Square. 6 on Your Side reporter Dominic Webster spoke with the Knoxville Fire Department about what they saw during Tuesday's celebrations, as well as a doctor on how they treat those who come into the hospital.
Yesterday's official high was 93 degrees, but was met with humidity and a large crowd of people all in one area. This resulted in some getting sick at the championship celebration. According to Mark Wilbanks with the Knoxville Fire Department, they treated nearly 4 dozen people.
We had about 40 patient contacts total, meaning we saw 40 different people that we had to check on, whether or not it was something related to heat or something greater, some other type of sickness. We ended up transporting 2 local hospitals, 6 different people. Most of those were all heat related though.
And while heat stroke or heat exhaustion are more widely known, there are several types of heat related illnesses.
In extreme heat, there's actually a range of different illnesses that can occur. The worst scenario being heat stroke, which is the most catastrophic, the most life-threatening. On the other end would be simple heat rashes and things. In between, one step down from heat stroke, most would consider heat exhaustion. And then below that, you can have heat syncope or heat fainting.
Dr. McGoldrick said there are ways to prep yourself ahead of going out into the heat. Stay hydrated, wear loose and light clothing, take frequent or longer breaks, and if you start feeling bad, go inside or find a shaded area to cool off. Knoxville Fire Department saying it's important to keep an eye on each other when outside.
One of the biggest things that you can do is kind of just pay attention to each other, right? If you start sweating very heavily and you're not doing a lot of activity, you start feeling sick to your stomach, things like that, then that's when you need to consider trying to get into a cool, sheltered spot, into some shade, something like that.
Dr. McGoldrick adds that when outside during these temperatures, it's best to drink water and to drink sports drinks if experiencing heat cramps. In Knoxville, Dominic Webster, 6 on Your Side.
Hey, you know, we're told that you can go to any clinic if you start just feeling not right, if you've been out in the heat, but if you are nauseous and you start to feel faint and those feelings don't go away, you need to get help immediately.